Hey guys, Austin, Best Scented. And if you watched my last video, my collection video, if you haven't, go watch it first. Uh, I said there are fragrances on the way. And right now, quick turnaround, we've got a haul, a $2,545 haul retail. Did I pay that much? Of course not. We'll talk about that more later. Um, but we have fragrances from two houses that I talked about that in that video. Bond Number 9 and Sospiro, two houses I'm hoping to get more into. And I thought, what better way to kick off this journey that you guys are taking with me to become the best scented than to kind of adventure into those two houses. So this is just going to be the haul, the unboxing. I'm going to do individual first reactions and reviews for each of these fragrances. So not smelling them here. Those will be coming shortly. Um, but today we're going to unbox them, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about where I buy fragrances, best places to buy fragrances, stuff like that. So I will, if you don't care about these fragrances, whatever, watch anyways. Give me the views. No, I will be sure to let you guys know down below what point to skip to learn about where I buy fragrances and the best places where you guys can too. So we have two boxes here, two purchases from fragrancebuy.ca, a Canadian website. In addition to their already great prices compared to retail, Fragrance Buy was running a Boxing Day sale on the 26th of December. So I ordered these 7 fragrances and they just came in this morning. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a... We'll start there. Start with the big box. Ooh, baby. I hope my address wasn't visible anywhere. I'll be sure to block it out if it was. Oh, oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's like a treasure chest. Bang. Okay. First big box here. I have Fragrantica pulled up as always, so I can talk about notes. These are fragrances I haven't worn, so I don't really know much about them. We can discover them together. But I will say, with this box, you will have seen in my fragrance collection video, most of my fragrances are designed for warm weather. That's definitely like scent profiles I tend to like more, but I'm hoping to kind of get away from that, hoping to get more cool, find more cool weather fragrances that I like. So that's what this box here is, I think, everything in here. So starting off with what's on top, we have from Sospiro, Bel Canto. Bel Canto. Let's look it up on Fragrantica. Let's see what they're saying. Bel Canto. Woody, powdery, musky, vanilla. Top notes are citrus, jasmine, powdery notes, violet, green notes in the middle, and then sandalwood, other woods, musk, patchouli, vetiver, amber in the bottom. Um, and I know that there was, yeah, so the top fragrance on this reminds me of, on Fragrantica, is Mesa Margiela Replica Jazz Club, a fragrance I used to wear all the time when I had designer fragrances, a fragrance I still love the smell of, but, just now that I don't wear designer scents anymore, just, didn't have a place in my collection. But I'm excited to see what the similarity is like there. I'm sure my girlfriend will be happy to hear, a great date night fragrance. I expect it to be. Of all the Sospiro fragrances, I think it's one of the lower reviewed ones. It is. It has a 3.72 out of 5 stars on Fragrantica, which is surprising to me. But, I find I don't often agree with people's reviews. So that's how it goes. Next one, we're moving on to a heavy hitter. If there are any younger people in my audience, you will know this fragrance as the Phantom fragrance. It is Bond Number 9 New York Nights. This isn't a complete blind buy to me. I've smelled this in Saks Fifth or Neiman Marcus or one of those stores, but it's another cool weather fragrance. Caramel coffee. That is what interests me about this fragrance. But it also sweet floral in the middle and marine notes. So its rating is a 4.28 out of 5. Such a good review. Maxed out for fall and winter. Um, Floral notes in the top, middle notes, patchouli, floral, sandalwood, sea notes. I love that. I live so close to the ocean. I love any fragrance that is at all nautical, usually, and then caramel and coffee in the base. One that I'm really looking forward to wearing, especially as the weather starts to get a tiny bit warmer. I mean, what's it today? Today, 20 degrees out. Maybe not a fragrance for today, but 30 degrees, 35 degrees, definitely. So one I'm excited to get some run with. Next, um, in case I didn't have enough fragrances with the Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA, we have Governor's Island from Bond Number 9. Um, Incense in this fragrance. I like incense fragrances as long as they aren't too heavy. Um, I have, this is a complete blind buy. I've got someone's hair from the factory in there. That's cool. That's cool. More hair than I have. A 4.13 out of 5 stars. Good review. Amber, musky, woody, balsamic. Incense and resin in the top, and Brox and cedar in the middle. White musk, vetiver in the base. Simple. What's not to love? Compared fragrances. Oh yes, Molecule O2, which I have, was the top reviewed fragrance. You may recall in the last video, again, go watch the last video, I was talking about how I love this fragrance. It's probably been discontinued. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So this isn't a one-to-one substitute, but it has that same DNA. Same thing with Another 13 was the third is the third highest. Reminds me of fragrance. So yeah, a lot of fragrances here I see that I like. So I'm interested to give this one a run, see how it does for me, see how it might fare as a, I don't want to say substitute for Molecule O2, but it may scratch that itch. So two more fragrances in this box, both Sospiro. Which one should we go with? Left or right? Left. We're going with the left. It's Pasticcio from Sospiro, not pistachio. I thought it was pistachio when I bought it, and then I went to Fragrantica and realized people were saying, nope, this is not a pistachio fragrance. It's pasticcio, which, what does that mean? Does it say? I don't remember. I don't have the translation. But whatever it means, I think it's going to smell beautiful. Powdery, woody, floral, green, citrus. 4.15 out of 5. Great review. I mean, way too many notes to read. Ton of notes here, but just a bunch of florals, bunch of fruits, bunch of woods, stuff I like. And Gris Charnel by BDK. People mostly disagree with this comparison, that it's similar to this, but many people do agree. So, I mean, I've heard great things about this on YouTube. There's one particular YouTuber. I wish I could remember his name. The middle-aged Australian guy. Maybe I think he's Australian, not from New Zealand. He made a video about Sospiro talking about this fragrance, and he, or the person who made the video with, really liked it. So I value his opinion. I like his content. I wish I remembered his name, but this came recommended from him, not directly to me, not directly recommended to me, but yeah. And the last one is Herbal Leather. I really like the Herbapur DNA. I really like leather fragrances. My my father owns a leather works company. the basement in my childhood home is filled with hides. Um, and when there's leather and fragrances, it reminds me of home. It reminds me of growing up. So I'm excited to see how those two loves of mine blend together. Leather, citrus, amber, animalic as a 4.15 out of 5. I've seen that 4 times today, 3 times today. uh, Fruit notes in the top, citrus in the top, leather, sandalwood, jasmine in the middle, and leather, amber, vetiver in the base. um, the top similar fragrance is Oud Maracuja, which I just smelled for the first time a week or two ago. That is a beautiful fragrance. I'd like to get that someday. But in the meantime, I'm happy to have this, to give this a run. So that is the first box, the big box. And now on to the small box. Now with the small box, um, I felt like that was enough cool weather fragrances. And there were a couple more warm weather fragrances I have been wanting for a while. Um, that the deal was just too good to pass up on during the sale. So crack this sucker open. Boom. Oh my god. What am I doing here? This is a new box to me. We have two from Bond number 9. First one, Bond number 9 Centerpiece Natural. Um, the entire Centerpiece line, for him, for her, natural, gorgeous. But this particular one is just, it's something special. The only place I've been able to smell it is, I believe, Neiman Saks in New York was the only place that had it in stock. Maybe they didn't even have it in stock at the Bond boutique on Bond Street. Um, Fruity, citrus, rose. I talked about my love for rose. A spring summer fragrance, and Broxton cedar musk in the base. Um, Similar to Sedley from Parfums de Marly, which I used to own and liked. Um, Similar to Centerpiece for her, of course, same line. And Molecule 01, it's out of reach. Molecule 01, which is ISOE Super. So a fragrance I expect I'll love. I know that Centerpiece for him uh, has kind of an Aventus DNA. I've never put this on skin. I've just smelled it on a tester strip. So I love that DNA. We'll see how it fares. And finally, uh, the one I'm most excited about, because I have loved this since it came out, been wanting it since it came out. It is Beekman Place by Bond Number 9. A complaint you'll see about this one is that it's unoriginal, it's basic, and sure, but does that mean it's bad? Heck no. This is gorgeous. It is based off of a tester strip, based off of the cap. Again, I haven't worn it, and you need to put stuff on the skin to see exactly how they smell. But based off of tester strip and cap, the easiest, dumbest reach possible for just a gorgeous warm weather scent. This has spicy notes, aromatic, aquatic, fresh, citrus, fruits in the top, watery notes, basil, driftwood, lemon in the middle, and sandalwood, musk, tonka, leather, oak moss, patchouli in the base. So many things that I love. Most similar to YSLY, EDT, Invictus, Aqua, um, Rasasi Hawass, bunch of blue fragrances, Nautica Voyage, Arolfa, just some other, gorgeous, simple fragrances. Um, so that's it. Those are the first 7 additions to the collection following the creation of the channel of Best Scented. Uh, so now, where to buy these fragrances? Of course, these ones again I got at fragrancebuy.ca, but there are some other great online discount websites too. There is Aura, AURA, fragrance.net. Aura Fragrance is where I purchased the most fragrances from. relatively relatively quick shipping, a good selection. They restock often. Many fragrances you'd want on there. There's fragrancenet.com. Uh, they have more than just fragrances. They have health products too. Like I get all my skincare stuff there. Um, there's fragrancex.com, Venba Fragrance, VENBA. I haven't purchased anything from there, but I expect I will. They have a really good selection of less mainstream niche fragrances, um, with great prices too. I've heard that the shipping is good. Uh, and then the best place is Facebook groups. Get on Facebook, search for fragrance marketplace, I think is the name of the largest group. I'm an active member in there, buying and selling. um, Nowadays more often selling, um, but that's a good one. And there are other pages of that ilk. So whereas this haul at retail was 2545, I think 2545 USD. um, I paid nowhere near that for these fragrances on a discount website. On Facebook you can get them even cheaper. They come through a thing called the gray market. So it's completely legal. You don't need to worry about FBI, CIA coming to bang on your door in the middle of the night. It's completely legal. It's legal. It's my understanding that these companies buy the fragrances from Europe, Middle East, wherever, where they're much cheaper, and then mark the price up a little bit and sell it to North American consumers, uh, which allows them to make a little bit of a profit and allows us to pay less than half of retail. Um, for many of these fragrances, less than a third of retail. Uh, so it's safe, reliable, great prices. But of course, I mean, all of these are an investment. I mean, I only feel comfortable buying this stuff because this is like my favorite hobby I have. So if you don't feel exactly the same way as me, but want to try any of these out, I can't recommend sampling enough. There are websites online that offer sampling, like Scent Split is the one I can think of off the top of my head. But I'd recommend getting in those Facebook groups, and seeing who's decanting in there, and buying from them. A small business, support small business. So yeah, that's the haul. That's where to buy fragrances. If you have any other questions regarding that, there are a bunch of other videos online. I'd be happy to answer in the comments. So if you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more, I'll have more videos coming soon. Subscribe. In the comments, let me know what do you want to see. List videos, haul videos, whatever. I'm open to ideas. So let me know. But thanks for watching. I'm Austin. This is Best Scented, and you take care.